Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everyone. How are you today? First of all, I would like to thanks for the opportunity given to me. I am Amalif Dasari, student number 13086200043. In this opportunity, I would like to talk about biotechnology. The purpose of my presentation is to inform about biotechnology and its application. I have divided my talk into 3 points. First, I would like to talk about biotechnology is. Second is application in biotechnology. And finally, the point third is development of biotechnology in Indonesia. If you have any question, I would be glad if answer them at the end of my presentation. Let me start with the point 1. What is a biotechnology? At its simplest, biotechnology is technology based on biology. Biotechnology harnesses cellular and biomolecular processes to develop technologies and products that help improve our lives and the health of our planet. We have used the biological processes of microorganisms for more than 6,000 years to make useful food products such as bread and cheese and to preserve dairy products. Biotechnology is generally divided into two types, namely modern biotechnology and simple biotechnology. Simple biotechnology is biotechnology that still use simple equipment in the process. An example is fermentation. The main agent used is certain microbes that will ferment the food ingredients used. For example, such as soy sauce fermentation, and the fermented material is soybean and use a fungus like Aspergillus sp. Biotechnology such as tissue culture, genetic engineering, hybridoma, cloning, and polymerase chain reaction or PCR have prospectively been able to produce new discovery products. This modern biotechnology can be used in various fields such as in agriculture and health. Now we will look point 2. Biotechnological application in agriculture for increasing food production, agrochemical-based agriculture, organic agriculture, and genetically engineered. The Green Revolution succeeded in tripling the food supply, but yet it was not enough to feed the growing human population. Increased yield have partly been due to the use of improved crop varieties, but mainly due to the use of better management practice and use of agrochemicals or fertilizer and pesticides. However, for farmers in the developing world, agrochemicals are often too expensive. Use of genetically modified crops in a possible solution. Plants, bacteria, fungi, and animals whose genes have been altered by manipulation are called genetically modified organism or GMO. GM plants have been useful in many ways. The recombinant DNA technological processes have made immense impact in the area of healthcare by enabling mass production of safe and more effective therapeutic drugs. Further, the recombinant therapeutic do not induce unwanted immunological response as is common in case of similar product isolated from non-human sources. At present, about 30 recombinant therapeutics have been approved for human use the world over. In India, 12 of these are presently being marketed. The main challenge for production of insulin using recombinant DNA technique was getting insulin assembled into a mature form. In 1983, Eli Lilly, an American company, prepared to DNA sequence corresponding to A and B change of human insulin and introduced them is plasmid of HLI to produce insulin change. Change A and B were products separately extracted and combined by creating disulfide bonds to form human insulin. Gene therapy. If a person is born with a hereditary disease, can a corrective therapy be taken for such a disease? Gene therapy is attempt to do this. Gene therapy is a collection of methods that allow correction of a gene defect that has been diagnosed in a child or embryo. Here genes are inserted into a person's cells and tissues to treat a disease. Correction of a genetic defect involves delivery of a normal gene into the individual or embryo to take over the function of and compensate for the non-functional gene. Molecular diagnosis. You know that for effective treatment of a disease, early diagnosis and understanding its pathophysiology is very important. Using conventional methods of diagnosis, serum and urine analysis, etc., early detection is not possible. Recombinant DNA technology, polymerase chain reaction or PCR, and enzyme-linked immunosorbentase or ELISA are some of the techniques that serve the purpose of early diagnosis. Presence of a pathogen, bacteria, virus, and etc. in normally suspected only when the pathogen has produced a disease symptom. Animals that have had their DNA manipulated to possess and express an extra foreign gene are known as transgenic animals. Transgenic rats, rabbits, pigs, sheep, cows, and fish have been produced. Although over 95% of all existing transgenic animals are mice. Why? Why are these animals being produced? How can man benefit from such modification? Let us try and explore some of the common reasons. Normal physiology and development. Transgenic animals can be specifically designed to allow the study of how genes are regulated and how they affect the normal function of the body and its development. For example, study of complex factors involved in growth such as insulin-like growth factor. By introducing genes from other species that alter the formation of this factor and studying the biological effect that result. Information is obtained about the biological role of the factor in the body. Study of disease. Many transgenic animals are designed to increase our understanding of how genes contribute to the development of disease. These are specially made to serve as models for human diseases so that investigation of new treatments for diseases is made possible. Biological product. Medicine required to treat certain human diseases can contain biological product, but such products are often expensive to make. Transgenic animals that produce useful biological products can be created by the introduction of the portion of DNA or genus which codes for a particular product such as human protein or alpha-1 antitrypsin used to treat emphysema. Now we will look at the last point, which is point 3. Biotechnology has developed in Indonesia for a long time, but tends to be slow due to several factors. The first factor is the lack of research funding in the field of biotechnology. Biotechnology research is needed to increase the quantity of quality of product and knowledge about biotechnology. Other factors are low human research facilities and government policies that seem to extend the marketing process of genetic engineering product. Biotechnology has a positive role for the world of agriculture, health, and the environment. The conclusion of my presentation is biotechnology is technology based on biology. Biotechnology harnesses cellular and biomolecular processes to develop technologies and products that help improve our lives and the health of our planet. Biotechnology is generally divided into two types, namely modern biotechnology and simple biotechnology. And biotechnology has many useful applications in agriculture, medicine, transgenic animals, and so on. In Indonesia, biotechnology has developed for a long time but tends to be slow due to several factors, and biotechnology has a positive of agriculture, health, and the environment in Indonesia. I have already finished my presentation, and if you have any question, I would be glad to answer them at the end of the video. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.